gon' fix it. Child, I done cooked too much food again. Being single is not for the weak. Single Lady Chronicles, Fridays at 8 p.m. on Facebook Live.
All right, all right, all right. It's Single Lady Chronicles, Single Lady Chronicles. Oh. Let me try to match with my background music. Single Lady Chronicles, Single Lady Chronicles, Single. They give it to. Hey everybody, it is August 15th, and I am in beautiful Guatemala. Yes, in Antigua on vacation. But listen, I must do my show. I must do. Oh wait, can y'all hear that? It's windy. It's windy. Into this week's iteration of Single Lady Chronicles in Guatemala. So I don't know if any of you know, but for a long time, I have been on a wellness journey. And you know what? Let me tell you something. We're all on a wellness journey. Okay. And that is okay. It's nothing wrong with that. Wellness is lifetime. Wellness is a lifestyle. So that big announcement. It's coming. I'm gonna bring it to you. I'm gonna give it to you. Not right now. But let me just give you a little background. Week's Single Lady Chronicles is dedicated to wellness. A lot of times in our singledom, in our single life, we find ourselves, hustle and bustle, right? As single people, we're not single and lonely. Sometimes we are, but a lot of times we aren't always running and getting stuff done. But we neglect our wellness, we neglect ourselves, and so a lot of that scale, that shows up on the scale sometimes, and in that, you know what? Let me just also, when it shows up on the scale, when I neglect it, we don't pay attention. And because I'm, full figure fabulous and on the way to fit, I always say, it's the weight creeping up. I never notice weight creeping up. And so that's because of hustle and bustle. And that look good big. Okay. Okay, you'll see it. I wear well. Yes, I said the F word. I wear fat well, and I never notice, right? So a lot of you remember RoFit 35. RoFit 35 is still around. We still out here in these streets, and it was RoFit 35 because 35 years old, I told myself I'm gonna lose the weight for good, right? And guess what? I'm still within that time frame. It is 10 years later. And I'm still on a wellness journey because wellness is lifestyle. And so I started RoFit 35. And when I did start RoFit 35 in my church, shout out to Brian Freewood Baptist Church. Y'all so much. Shout out to my pastor, the Bishop Heber Brown Jr. Bishop Heber Brown II. We are at 326 Avenue. Where we are. Come on over. We have worship every Sunday at 10 a.m. And we partner with Beth Israel Center in Newark, in the great city of Newark, in the South Ward, the great city of Newark. And in that partnership, we did the Beth Challenge. And the Beth Challenge brought out an opportunity for one of us at the church to learn to be a fitness instructor. That was me. I am a certified fitness instructor. Yes, I am. I'm a big certified fitness instructor. It's okay. Mind your business. And that's my business. But I'm working on it. I'm always on a wellness journey because wellness is a lifestyle. And so when we started, when I started RoFit 35, I became a fitness instructor. Through my church, I learned Zumba. I have a Zumba certification. I have a senior fitness certification. I have group fitness certification. And I have a cycling certification. Yes, I have all of those things. And so, time I was staying up on my workouts. I was going to spin class. Shout out to Smitty. Hey, Smitty, love you. The Newark YMCA. I used to go. And shout out to the Newark YMCA, Michael. And so, yes, and I got a full-time job, y'all. I went and got a full-time job. And so, actually, about 10 years ago, with Row Fit 35, lots of things happened. So many things happened. I think within that 10-year span, I was up and up and down, up and down. And by up and down, I mean like 20, 290, 340, 295, 325, 87, right? And legit, at least 3 or 4 times, down, going 300 and never noticing. Why? Because I'm just running around. I look good, be right, positivity, and also, well, that's it. Running around, noticing the scale, not noticing the clothes getting tighter. And so for about 10 years, running around doing all that, and the down. And this year, hallelujah, I had to have. I found out in 2024 in July, annual, lady checkup. And your annual lady checkups, you gotta do the pap smears and all that stuff. And she was like, "Oh, you got an abnormal pap smear. Go check it out." Several people smear was abnormal, and they were like, "Oh, mine is always normal. I ain't gonna worry about it. We not gonna worry about that." But my gyno, she was like, "Oh, get it checked out." So got it checked out. Got a biopsy. That I had a condition that said I had a 40% chance of getting cancer. And so the options were surgery, hormones. Surgery, hormones. Can't take hormones because my body is susceptible to blood clots. So I have the surgery. And in January of 2025, I had the surgery, but when my surgery, I got on that scale. And I didn't know. I got on that scale, and that scale 361. You heard me right. That scale said 361. So on my day after my surgery, I was like, boom, I'm losing this weight this year for good. I'm doing it. And I started in January. Started going hiking. Shout out to Ivy, in January. I'll show you a picture. I'll do a before and after. And on that surgery day, I told myself I gotta lose this weight, or will I be over, that number again, that 300 number again. And so I told myself, my first goal is going to be 299. That's going to be my first. Right? We have all these lofty goals. I'm 5'11", so I'm supposed to be 188 pounds, right? But you got to take baby steps on a wellness. You got to take baby steps. And I told myself, I was like, nope. I see y'all. Hey, y'all doing? I told myself, nope. Even when I get to 299, I'm not gonna say nothing. Not gonna say anything. Been there before. I didn't want to celebrate because I've been there before, and I've seen 299. I've seen 295. I gotta keep going. But baby, let me tell you something. Losing 62 pounds ain't nothing. So that's my big announcement. I am under 300 pounds. I'm under 300 pounds at 88. I'm so excited. I needed this win. I told myself, I was like, you know what? This is a win. I said, whether I've done it before, the fact that I can do it again is still a win. The fact that I did do it again is still a win. Under 300. Let me back it up. Ow. Bam. 300 pounds. I wasn't going to say nothing, but I'm saying it. I'm under 300 pounds. It is something to say. It is a win. And so what, I've done it before. The fact that I did it again is an accomplishment. And No matter how many you do something, you celebrate every time. It doesn't matter how many times you start and stop. It doesn't matter how many times you start and stop. It doesn't matter how times you start and stop. The fact of the matter is that you keep starting again. Okay? So what got me motivated? Like I said, that surgery. I had that surgery and I got on that scale and that scale said 361 and I said, I am doing that. And I told myself first goal is 299. I hit my first goal. I hit my first goal. I'm not second goal is, but you gonna see. You gonna see because so listen, we out here and we single and we need to make that we have inner wellness, physical wellness, spiritual wellness. And so we're talking about physical wellness. I am a certified fitness instructor. I do know what I'm talking about. Food is good and I look good big back up. But I told myself this is the last time I'm going over 300. This is the last time I'm going over 300. And let me just go on and tell the truth. The truth of the matter is, yeah, I have a weight loss. What do they call it? Gosh, I'm on the Zepbound. It's not Ozempic, but I am on it now. It's a gosh, why is it losing? Why am I losing it? Appetite suppressant. Appetite suppressant. It's an appetite suppressant that works. And here's what I've been doing. I'm hungry. What it does is that it makes you never hungry. You can literally be walking around all day and not eat, but you can't just do that alone. If you go that route, then that's one thing. But you can't just do that alone, right? Before I started Zepbound, I actually lost 30 pounds. I actually lost 30 pounds between January and March. And then, no, between January and like April 15th-ish. Like April 15th-ish. I lost like 30 pounds between April 15th. And then I got to Zepbound. And between April 15th-ish and now I lost another 30 pounds. Here's my secret. Even before Zepbound and years ago when I was able to lose weight, what I start with is making sure that I do my intake. The secret, I've always said this. If you go on all of my Road Fit 35 videos, go to my 35 Facebook, join. If you've ever been on those pages or if you ever seen me talk about wellness, they said the secret to weight loss is your water intake. You have to drink your gallon of water a day. Please. I know what I'm talking about. You have to drink your gallon of water a day. Why? Because water full, that part, and you're staying hydrated. Number 2, and flushes out the kidneys. 3, water is so good for you. I know a lot of people can't drink straight water, so I got a little secret. I've had these cans of tea in my refrigerator since like January. I don't know, maybe February. But I don't drink them straight. I open them, I keep them in the refrigerator, and I use them as like little flips to my 40-ounce cup of water. I have a 40-ounce that I drink every day. I drink one right before I leave the house for work. And I have 2-ounce sitting on my desk. And I drink about 3 of those before I leave work. And then I drink another 40 when I get home. So I get my gallon in. You getting your gallon in? Are you getting your gallon in? One of the secrets to weight loss is making sure that you hydrate and drink your gallon a day. If not a gallon of water a day, half your body weight in water. Half your body weight in water. Start that, and I'm telling you, you will see a difference. You'll see a difference. Not only is it good inside, but your skin. You know, I've always had beautiful skin. I just want to just drink it in. From Frances Leatrice B. Whitaker. That's my mama. She had gorgeous skin. But it's good for your skin. It's good for your hair, for your nails. So do your water intake. Uh-oh. I'm on the rooftop, y'all. You know I got to deal with the stay over there. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? So anyway, drink your water. A gallon of water. Start with water. Put some lemon in it. Put some lemon in it. A little bit of salt. Um, your water with some a little flavor. If you got a soda or something in the refrigerator, pop it open. Yes, pour a little in your water. And you'll be good to go. A little vinegar, a little apple cider vinegar. We all know that trick. But drink your water. Should intake every day. Okay. Now, eating. We also know the secret loss is making sure that you push back away from the table and do a caloric deficit. What is the caloric deficit? Decrease calories that you're eating per day by I don't know, don't give me numbers, but I do know eating is a caloric deficit, right? So this is what I do. Because I'm never hungry, I eat a meal a day. I'm not a meal a day. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. But it's not a big old sandwich from Mama Kim's. I said Shakur. That's what I said, Margie, but y'all not listening. Yeah, it's okay. Y'all not on my journey. Y'all not on my journey. But if you are on the journey, you don't have to not I'm sorry. If you're not on the journey, eat what you want to eat. But I'm on the journey. Okay, and I know what it hurts. Been doing and I know what I need to do. So I don't need breakfast. I don't eat breakfast. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. If you do have breakfast, it could be a smoothie. It could be a smoothie. I do one meal a day. It's called OMAD. It's what I say you need to do. Okay. And with OMAD, I do intermittent fasting. Now, intermittent fasting is picking a time of day where you want to eat a certain amount of hours a day, and then it's a time where you start eating and it's a time where you stop eating. Right? So I eat from 11 to 7. From 11 to 7. So from 11 to 7 is when I eat. 11 o'clock comes, I'm at our community grocery 93 Hawthorne Avenue. By the way, the farmers market is tomorrow. Make sure you show up. It's at 393 Hawthorne Avenue at our community grocery. When I tell you the Bergen smoothie, okay, blueberry, oats. I'm not gonna tell you what else, but it is. And that's how I start my day. 11 a.m. The Bergen smoothie. Going right through me. Okay. Digestion. Keeps you regular. And so I'm eating at 11, but remember, I drink my water first. I drink my water before I leave the house. But at 11 o'clock, got my, and then I snack throughout the day. Now, when I say one meal a day, am I not eating anything else? No, I'm not. You know what? Let me stop for a second and give y'all some views. Okay. Give y'all views. Give y'all some views of the rooftop hotel that I'm staying. This is El Carmen. They see, like I said, they're on top of the thing, drilling and stuff. But this is El Carmen in Antigua, Guatemala. And come on. Okay. Yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate it. So we're talking about the fact that I'm under 300 pounds and I ain't going back. I won't go back. Okay. Giving a few tips on if you're on a wellness journey. These are some things that I do. I didn't say you had to do it, but these are some things that I do. Drink a gallon of water. And then I do intermittent fasting and I drink one meal a day. And I was just one meal a day, or am I snacking? I'm snacking. Clearly, I get a smoothie at 11 o'clock. I stop eating at 7. So at 11 o'clock, I get my smoothie from our community grocery store at 393 Hawthorne Avenue. There's the farmer's market. You all go to the farmer's market. The farmer's market is from 11 to 2. It's going to be fun for everyone. And you can get healthy items at farmer's market on Hawthorne Avenue, 393. And then, I have little snacks. I'll do popcorn. I'll do popcorn. I'll do trail mix. I love some trail mix, right? And if I want a cookie, it's okay. It's okay. No one's saying stop everything, right? But if you know yourself, you know what you can do. and what your weaknesses are, right? And so if you know you're gonna eat a sleeve of cookies, then don't eat the cookies. I, on the other hand, determined to stay under 300 pounds, and I'm determined to get to my next goal. I've lost 61 pounds since January 27th, my surgery day, and going back. I'm not going back to 300 pounds ever again. I said what I said, okay? So we're doing a day. I'm doing intermittent fasting. I have an appetite suppressant. I'm never hungry. And eating one meal a day. Now I'm eating one full meal a day. And I try not to eat that meal at 7. Now sometimes it could go. Sometimes I'm right at 7 eating. But if not, I eat at like 5:30. 5:30, and I that 40 ounce of water and drink the food with it, right? So drink a water a day, do one meal a day. I have snacks. I snack throughout the day. I do intermittent fasting. And guess what I've been doing? I do 30 minutes of cardio every day. I call it my workout worship. Hallelujah. Because when I tell you, give God praise on treadmill at home. I have a treadmill at home. Thank God. Boy, during the pandemic, because I was going hard during the pandemic too. I was home, working from home, got that pandemic, got a bike. Okay, I was outside, but that weight creeped back up because I never noticed. Oh gosh. Anyway, so I do cardio every morning for 30 minutes. Now, lots of people would say, "Oh, you need at least an hour," or you got to do PX, you got to go hard, do a whole bunch of lifting. Ain't nobody say you got to do all that. This is what I do. You ain't got to do it. You can get some other stuff to help you out. But this is what I do 30 minutes on the treadmill every day. It's hot in my house. Let me just be clear. It's hot in my house. My hot. So when I tell you I'm drenched, when I get off that treadmill, I'm drenched and I'm exhausted and I'm tired. And so as long as you're exerting, it don't matter if you hold on. It doesn't matter if you are, if you're going slow. As long as you're exerting and sweating and getting that heart rate up, you are doing what you're supposed to do. Listen to anybody saying you need 45 minutes, you need this, you need that. No, you need exactly what you need. And what I need every day is minutes on the. So I do that Monday through Friday. Sometimes I do a 2 a day. And what's a 2 a day? Sometimes I get on at 6. That's what time I get on. I get on at like between 6:15 and 6:30 every day. And after work, around 8 o'clock ish, I'll take my bike out and go out for another 30 minutes because I want to, do a little more. And then on Saturday and Sunday, I do strength training. Why? Because I don't want to be flabby. So I work my arms, I work my arms, I work my abs, get them squats going, do my leg exercise. I do that Saturday and Sunday, 30 minutes. And so that is my wellness journey. That I am under 300 pounds. I'm under 300 pounds. I wasn't gonna say nothing, but I told myself, you celebrate. You gotta celebrate this win. Why? Because guess what? Even though you've been here before, that you did it again. You did it again, and I'm just gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. I'm not stopping. That was my first goal. First goal was to. I made it. I was 361 in January. That was my first goal. Second goal, I'm not gonna tell you what it is. I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but you gonna see. Yes. Thank you for tuning in to this iteration of Single Lady Chronicles in Guatemala. I'm on a rooftop at my hotel, and today we talked about wellness and how to get started on a wellness journey. And some of the things that I do with getting started on a wellness journey is that I make sure that water every day. I drink a gallon of water a day. And then I do intermittent fasting. I don't eat before 11 or after 7. And I've decreased my caloric intake. So I do one meal a day. I snack though. I snack, but I do one complete meal. I get a smoothie. I drink water all day. I have some trail mix with almonds and raisins and an M&M, the Kirkland one from the Costco. And I'll have popcorn. And if I want a cookie, if the office is having some, and I'll get a little bit. We had a birthday party last week, and I got a little tinks. I got a little tinks of cake. Matter of fact, Intimates, they smaller now. I had a little sliver. I had a little sliver of 2 pieces of cake. That little crunch and lemon pound cake. I had a sliver. It was about that wide. That wide. The next day I down 2 pounds. Because I drank my water. Okay. Now this is what I do. This is what I do. But at the end of the day, as long as you get started is what matters. As long as you get started is what matters. Doesn't if you started and stopped, as long as you start again is what matters. I work out 30 minutes a day at 6:15, 6:30. I do 30 minutes of workout worship, giving God praise, exerting, heart rate up, sweating. I'm telling you I'm telling you, by the time I get done, I am drenched. Drenched. It's in my house. It's hot in my house. So I'm telling you, that's all I need is 30 minutes of cardio. Saturday and Sunday, I do strength training on my arms, my abs, my glutes, my legs. I do a total body strength training workout in the house. Because, baby, I'm working out in the house. I got weights at home. Okay. Thank you so much for tuning to this iteration of Single Lady Chronicles in Guatemala for my big announcement that I lost 300 pounds. I'm lying. I'm under 300 pounds. I'm under 300 pounds. To God be the glory, great things He has. Okay. If you want to be on a wellness journey, inbox me. Inbox me. I'm not saying I do know what I'm talking about. I do have, if you didn't watch from the beginning, I do have a wellness certification. I am a fitness instructor. I am a certified Zumba instructor. I am a certified group instructor, certified cycling fitness instructor, and I am a certified senior fitness instructor. So if you want to work, I get up at 6. No, I can't, child. No, 6 a.m. is what I do. That's what I do. Why? Because I have a full job. I love my job at Clinton Hill Community Action, where I'm the deputy director of programs, and we be having stuff at night. So sometimes even events at night, I get on the bike. But going to ride the bike with me, and you live in the neighborhood. Sometimes I go out like 9 o'clock. Inbox me. Inbox me. We can be on this wellness journey together, single ladies. We can be on this wellness journey together. Anybody. Anybody. Okay? So thank you for tuning into Single Lady Chronicles. Single Lady Chronicles. Oh. Oh, yeah. Live from Guatemala, Antigua, Guatemala. Give me the announcement that I'm under 300 pounds. And I'm going to keep going. It's no question. You have to tell me to keep. You ain't got to ask me if I'm going to keep going. I got to go. And I'm going to make it. Okay? I told myself I was going to do it. I did it. I'm going to just keep going. All right? And y'all can keep coming with me. Keep coming with me. Let's be each other's accountability partner. And this year I told myself, I said, girl, you got to do it. Because that scale in July, 361 day of my surgery. January, 361 on the day of my surgery was not cute. I mean, I was cute. A picture when Ivy and I went hiking. But thank you for tuning in again. I truly appreciate you for supporting Lady Chronicles every week. Tomorrow is the farmer's market. Go and get you a smoothie. The Bergen. AJ Aquan. Rhenotha sent you, okay? You want to get the Bergen. It's going to be at our grocery store is open 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturdays. So go ahead to the grocery store, 393 Hawthorne Avenue, and stop by the farmer's market tomorrow from 11 to 2. The carnival ride, games, fun for the whole family, fresh veggies, awesome smoothies, things that you can buy household, and our neighbors are going to be selling their wares. We have vendors from the neighborhood in the great city of Newark, Jersey, who's be selling their wares at the farmers market. Listen, come one, come all. Carnival Rise. Partner with the Southward Sid. Shout out to Rhenotha Bruce, and we partner with the Newark Police Department as well. Shout out to our fifth community service officers and the captain, and our lieutenant officer. Again, thank you so much for tuning in to Single Lady Guatemala. Single Lady Chronicles. I will see you next week and see you at the farmers market. Inbox me if you want to get on this wellness journey with me. All right, bye.
Now see, who gonna fix this? Child, I done cooked too much food again. Being single is not for the weak. Single Lady Chronicles, Fridays at 8 p.m. on Facebook Live.